Hello, and welcome back. Alright. So, last time we did more side missions. I mean, that's generally what's going to happen almost every single time, is just lots of side missions. Did I remember to do this at the end? Looks like yes. What I wanted to do? If we go to Mirror and Archives, there's nothing there. Okay, got it. Alright. Missions. We have a bunch of basic missions. We're going to go and do those. Oscar the Summer Squall. A tyrant is interfering with Frontier Nav expansion. We ask your help in defeating Oscar the Summer Squall. Welcome back! Has Friend found what Nelu asked for? 6 deflection shield mirrors. Originally designed to defend against the alien onslaught, it failed in its application when it overheated. It was eventually recycled as part of the White Whale's shield system. Mark 9 Hypercooler, a heat processing device that was finished just before launch. It recycles heat energy produced by the engine, which would otherwise have been wasted. And Multi-Mirror Solar Drone. This photovoltaic system generates power from solar energy. It was originally attached to the hull of the White Whale. Friend is most merciful to have collected them all. Nelu and the other Nopon are saved! The caravan will never forget heroism of Friend. It will live on as Nopon legend. Hey, Nelu, go tell everyone now! Thank you so much. Nelu, grateful from bottom of fuzzy heart. I have received no reward. Talk to him again. Okay. Oh, there he is. Or she. There she is.
Oh!
Ah! Humans are so easy! Tell them sob story and they bring whatever is asked! Nasty Ganglion paid out a nose for that stuff! Ha ha ha! Nelu laughing all the way to bank! Friend didn't hear all that, right? I heard everything. Everything? Well, what Friend just heard were terrible things Nelu had to say to please Ganglion when Nelu gave them what they demanded. Guilt and shame from saying it's still haunting. Nelu just reliving it now. They took the things Friend was so kind to gather for Nelu. Nelu barely managed to escape with life, but now Ganglion's gone threatened the caravan again. They demand more human things. This time it is truly hopeless. It tear Nelu up inside to ask Friend for this, but will Friend bring more human things to save the caravan from horrible fate? If not, Nasty Ganglion will tear every Nopon limb from limb. I'll stand with Nelu to end the Ganglion's wicked ways, or suggest that she should flee the Ganglion's tyranny. Alpon not have power to fight back. That is why Nelu forced to bring them tribute like this. So please, friend must help. Please, oh please, oh please! Friend is one and only hope of Nelu! Investigate Nelu and make sure this is all above board? Yes. Why is Friend thinking? There is nothing to think about. Friend will not let an entire caravan be killed, will he? For sake of entire caravan, please go find 1 Ahab autonomous AI unit and 6 and 8 Nostalgia L002 units. Chat with Lurarita. Nelu is acting awfully smug lately. Wonder what has her so happy. Nelu is the type who would do anything to get ahead in business. Lurarita is a bit worried, to be honest. Has human friend heard anything? I'll tell her about the request. Ganglion threatened to kill Drago Caravan? So friend brought Nelu a bunch of human tech? Meh. Lurarita not heard of anything like that? 10 to 1 Nelu is selling what friend brought to Ganglion and making tidy profit. That little scumbag Nelu need to be taught serious lesson. On top of Ahab autonomous AI and Nostalgia L002 units Nelu asked for, Lurarita have one small request. Can friend catch a whole bunch of bullet flies? Lurarita will rig them up so when Nelu make handoff to Ganglion, boom! They fly everywhere and scare pants off those who are wearing pants. Does friend mind? Nelu needs to learn what happens to those who pull schemes in Drago Caravan. And it looks like I almost have it all. I'll go searching. Did friend find what Nelu wanted? Along with a whole bunch of bullet flies? 10 bullet flies. A tough-bodied and incredibly fast fly. Getting in their way will likely result in serious injury, so be careful when wandering the wilds of Galdros. Aha! With this many bullet flies, Lurarita can make huge bug bomb! Just 1 minute now. Lurarita has been making these since childhood. Ah, such memories. Oh boy. La-dee-da-dee-dum. Make bug, wrap it snug. Dee-dum-da-da. Done! Now when no good Nelu hand these over to Ganglion. Blammo! Wrapping will burst and it will be hailstorm of angry bullet flies. It will be seen straight out of heck! Hey, hee hee! Here then, it is ready to go. Nelu is going to regret doing business with Ganglion. That much Lurarita can guarantee. Friend returned to us! And did Friend find what Nelu asked for? 8. Nostalgia L002, a virtual reality helmet that allows the user to view scenes from Earth, imperative for the morale of any crew on a lengthy space voyage. Ahab Autonomous AI, a portion of the AI system installed on the White Whale. Reliable and sound of judgment, this essential component of flight was unfortunately destroyed during the crash landing on Mira. And Nelu's present. A large quantity of bullet flies has been added to this collection of White Whale parts requested by Nelu. Handle with care. Friend actually brought them. Friend has to be the kindest person in Mira. Haha! Friend has saved our lives once again. Thank you so much. It must have been so very hard to find these. Thank you 1 bazillion times. Nelu's so grateful. Overwhelmed by greatness, really. Just big ball of thanks. Question Nelu's obviously forced thanks. I'm going to let myself be moved by Nelu's appreciation. Put on a ridiculous show of thanking them and humans get all choked up! So easy, it is almost boring! Nelu said that out loud again, didn't she? Nelu's so awash with appreciation that strange sobbing noises, which only coincidentally sound like words, are coming from mouth. Anyway, Nelu will never ever forget this kindness. Luke is savior of Nelu. In any case, thanks. You planted a trap in the goods as per Lularita's suggestion. It seems that Nelu is going to learn her lesson the hard way. Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. Joshua 22. Then Joshua summoned the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, and said to them, You have done all that Moses the servant of the Lord commanded, and you have obeyed me in everything I commanded. For a long time now, to this very day, you have not deserted your fellow Israelites, but have carried out the mission the Lord your God gave you. Now that the Lord your God has given them rest as he promised, return to your homes in the land that Moses the servant of the Lord gave you on the other side of the Jordan. But be very careful to keep the commandment and the law that Moses the servant of the Lord gave you. To love the Lord your God, to walk in obedience to him, to keep his commands, to hold fast to him, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul. Then Joshua blessed them and sent them away, and they went to their homes. To the half-tribe of Manasseh, Moses had given land in Bashan, and to the other half of the tribe, Joshua gave land on the west side of the Jordan, along with their fellow Israelites. When Joshua sent them home, he blessed them, saying, Return to your homes with your great wealth, with large herds of livestock, with silver, gold, bronze, and iron, and a great quantity of clothing, and divide the plunder from your enemies with your fellow Israelites. So the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh left the Israelites at Shiloh in Canaan to return to Gilead, their own land, which they had acquired in accordance with the command of the Lord through Moses. When they came to Jelaloth near the Jordan, in the land of Canaan, the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh built an imposing altar there by the Jordan. When the Israelites heard that they had built an altar on the border of Canaan at Jelaloth near the Jordan on the Israelite side, the whole assembly of Israel gathered at Shiloh to go to war against them. So the Israelites sent Phinehas, son of Eleazar the priest, to the land of Gilead, to Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh. With him they sent 10 of the chief men, one from each of the tribes of Israel, each the head of a family division among the Israelite clans. When they went to Gilead, to Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, they said to them, The whole assembly of the Lord says, How could you break faith with the God of Israel like this? How could you turn away from the Lord and build yourselves an altar in rebellion against him now? Was not the sin of Peor enough for us? Up to this very day we have not cleansed ourselves from that sin, even though a plague fell on the community of the Lord. And are you now turning away from the Lord? You rebel against the Lord today, tomorrow he will be angry with the whole community of Israel. If the land you possess is defiled, come over to the Lord's land, where the Lord's tabernacle stands, and share the land with us. But do not rebel against the Lord or against us by building an altar for yourselves, other than the altar of the Lord our God. When Achan son of Zerah was unfaithful in regard to the devoted things, did not wrath come on the whole community of Israel? He was not the only one who died for his sin. Then Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh replied to the heads of the clans of Israel, The mighty one, God, the Lord. The mighty one, God, the Lord, he knows, and let Israel know. If this has been in rebellion or disobedience to the Lord, do not spare us this day. If we have built our own altar to turn away from the Lord and to offer burnt offerings and grain offerings, or to sacrifice fellowship offerings on it, may the Lord himself call us to account. No. We did it for fear that someday your descendants might say to ours, What do you have to do with the Lord, the God of Israel? The Lord has made the Jordan a boundary between us and you. You Reubenites and Gadites, you have no share in the Lord. So your descendants might cause ours to stop fearing the Lord. That is why we said, Let us get ready and build an altar, but not for burnt offerings or sacrifices. On the contrary, it is to be a witness between us and you, and the generations that follow, that we will worship the Lord at his sanctuary with our burnt offerings, sacrifices, and fellowship offerings. Then in the future your descendants will not be able to say to ours, You have no share in the Lord. And we said, If they ever say this to us, or to our descendants, we will answer, Look at the replica of the Lord's altar, which our ancestors built, not for burnt offerings and sacrifices, but as a witness between us and you. Far be it from us to rebel against the Lord and turn away from him today by building an altar for burnt offerings, grain offerings, and sacrifices, other than the altar of the Lord our God that stands before his tabernacle. And Phinehas the priest and the leaders of the community, heads of the clans of the Israelites, heard what Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh had to say. They were pleased. And Phinehas, son of Eleazar, the priest, said to Reuben, Gad, and Manasseh, Today we know that the Lord is with us, because you have not been unfaithful to the Lord in this matter. Now you have rescued the Israelites from the Lord's hand. Then Phinehas, son of Eleazar the priest, and the leaders returned to Canaan from their meeting with the Reubenites, Gadites, and Gilead, and reported to the Israelites. They were glad to hear the report and praised God. And they talked no more about going to war against them to devastate the country where the Reubenites and Gadites lived. The Reubenites and the Gadites gave the altar this name, a witness between us that the Lord is God. May God bless the reading of his word. Who are you? Another of their assassins? After what happened to the last guy they sent, I'm impressed you had to try me. Explain I'm not an assassin? That's what that strange word was. I'm not here to give lessons to people trying to kill me. I'll fry you to a crisp, same as your friend from before. What? You're, not attacking me. Why aren't you attacking me? What? You're a blade? Yeah, I've heard of them. Now that I get a better look at you, you do look rather... something. Interesting. Yes, and since Bevan's practically useless, maybe this person can help get the... Right then. You there, kid. Pay attention. My name is Professor... If you're looking for work, I've a truly amazing offer for you. Ask the professor what this means, and ask the professor what a blank is. Oh, you heard me talking to myself, did you? Probably best for us both if you don't know any more. This language barrier is getting to be a real hassle. Half the words from the planet I come from aren't even pronounceable in your language. I can't even properly introduce myself around here. Well, there's nothing for it, I guess. Just Professor B will have to do for now. So then, about this job I have for you. I need a few things for my current research, and I'd appreciate it if you could secure them. Should be simple enough for you, Especially if I pay you for your trouble? Ask what he wants, ask what he's studying. I'll ask what he's researching. I like a kid with a healthy sense of scientific curiosity. But keeping this one a secret is good for both our health, if you catch my drift. All you need to know is that I need Tiki Sap. Head west to Waterway Tangle to find some. My work is nothing you need to be worried about, so what do you say? Help me out, kid. Mystery Man. Obtain the materials requested by Professor B so that he can finish building his mysterious machine. You will? Great! I knew you had a touch of blank about you. I've been short-handed lately, what with my assistant Vevin wasting his time repairing that silly spaceship. Anyway, thanks. We're both wanderers through space stranded on this rock. Gotta help one another out, eh? Here's the item. Now, how's about I ask you a few questions and you give me specific, concise answers? Run your mouth or try to lie, and we'll have to try again in a setting you'll find a lot less comfortable. You're smart, don't want any needless trouble. Best for everyone involved if you just cooperate. So, question 1. What did Professor B want from you? Who are you? I thought you were smart. Maybe I'm wrong. Is who I am more important than your own life? I think it's a level 21 mission, and I think I can win. Alright, fine by me. I'll just invite you to a VIP room where nobody can ever get in to help you. You'll have all the time in the world to see how I do my job. Give you the GAD special. Heh. You're never seen home again, pal. Ah, you're back. Got that Tiki Sap for me? Tiki Sap, a glossy black sap sought by Professor B. Great! Now all I need is a body frame and I can get this blank up and running. Was that? Somebody named Gad attacked you while you were out looking for this? That's probably my fault. He's been after my technology for a while now. He must have realized he was no match for me directly and decided to pump you for information instead. Are you okay? Ha! You think anyone from this time period could take me? Still, that's nice of you. Thanks, kid. I guess after the trouble I caused, I could make a special exception and tell you who I am. Try to hang on to your socks. I came from the distant terminus of time and space. I am from the future! Yeah! I might be what you humans will look like in a few 100 million years down the line. Believe that he came from the future, laugh off his impossible claim as a joke. Since I'm right in front of him, I'm going to believe him. Truly amazing! To accept my story just like that? You humans certainly adapt to new situations quickly. After all, this is a sci-fi setting anyway. When I first told Vevin, the little pill had the gall to start laughing in my face. But okay, great. That makes this quick, I guess. Thing is, I need to get back to my own time. And to do that, I need you to find me a car to serve as the blank frame. How do you hope to return to your own time? I doubt anyone in this time has figured out how to blank a blank yet. But with me on the case, crossing time is no big deal. I've gotten word that a fellow named Graham is selling cars at a discount. Here's some cash, kid. Try to talk him into selling you the best vehicle for the money. Good luck, and while you're off doing that, I'll grab the other part I'll need for this experiment. If it's secondhand goods at ridiculous prices you're after, Graham's your man. I'll give you deals the retail guys wouldn't dream of. Professor B sent you? Ah, nice. He's one of my best customers. Car-wise, I've got a few options lined up for you. On the left there, you've got the blue standard model. Middle one's a junker, and then we got my red beauty. What's your pleasure? Whichever you like, I'll knock a chunk off the price for you. Average, junker, or luxury? I can't turn the camera anymore at this point. You know what? Let's go ahead and take the luxury car. I have plenty of cash. You have a good eye, buddy. Top of the line taste. This baby's the sweetest ride on Mira or anywhere else. Probably the most expensive too, but you tell me. Is there a better use for 100,000 credits? Ha! The answer is no, by the way. Yeah, I have plenty. And there's not really anything I'm spending my credits on. Thanks much! I'll deliver to Professor B's place for you as free of charge. And now that's a fast travel point, so that makes it easy. Oh, Vevin's a Manon. Makes sense. Come on, Vevin. You get to become a cornerstone for the next dazzling chapter of science. You Manon are disciples of science, aren't you? Now stop your whining and get in the car. Sorry, Professor B, but I think this thing is more of a tombstone than a cornerstone, you know? And I'm probably too young to die? We finally get a test rig up and working, and you're going to pull this crap on me? What's going on here? Absolutely nothing. That's the problem. I brought my assistant Vevin here to play guinea pig for me, but he's gone chicken. I gave him the honor of riding in my Miramobile time machine, and he repays me with a silly tantrum. And after you went to the trouble of getting us the sweet ride. No more excuses, Vevin. Are you trying to put all this poor man's hard work to waste? Well, I don't want to do that, but time travel seems pretty dangerous, doesn't it? I'm as intrigued about science as is anyone, but I've only got one life to give to it, you know? What, you don't trust me? If you're so confident, maybe you should be the one to take it for a ride, Professor? You're weirdly insistent that I be the one who tests it, you know? Well, of course. If I got stuck into a straight blank, I'd be torn to shreds instant. Leave it to me. It's fine. I didn't say a thing. I think that's probably the opposite of fine. Either way, I'm not getting in that vehicle. Then it appears we are at an impasse here. Hey kid, help me talk some sense into this fool. Appeal to Vevin's emotions to fire him up. Use logic to appeal to Vevin's intellect. Really? I'm with Vevin, though. I'm gonna do as poor a job as possible. Wow, you're really eager. And it's not that I don't share that enthusiasm, you know? Otherwise, I'd never have agreed to all of Professor B's madness until now. Of course I'm interested in a time machine, but I'm not risking my life, if that makes sense. What's that? Scientific progress has always been built on knowledge and self-sacrificing dedication in equal parts? I should hang up a lab coat right now if I can't accept that? Science isn't just fun and games? Well, that stings. Alright, Professor. I'll ride in your time machine. I hope I don't regret this. Do it? Haha! I'd expect nothing less from my intrepid men-on assistant. And nice work with the smooth talk there, sir. Alright, now that we have a test subject, let's get this party started. Hurry up and get in the Mirrormobile, Vevin. Ready for you to send me to whatever dark corner of history you want, okay? Roger that. Roger that. The blank is online, setting destination for 3,000 years in the future. Evan, are you ready to slip the bonds of time and take flight into that bright and distant tomorrow? Absolutely. I think? Yes? Here I go! Now, my precious Mirrormobile, smash through the walls of the fourth dimension and rewrite the laws of the universe! I'm wondering what happened to his first time machine, though. Probably what just happened to this one. What? What in the name of Sir Isaac H. Newton? The sucker hasn't moved an inch! Why? I've been alive more than 1,000 years, but this is a first! What could have gone wrong? Wait a minute. What are you all doing 3,000 years in the... Wait a minute. What are you all doing 3,000 years in the future? Do you perhaps follow me here in another of the Professor's time machines? Thank you for coming, Professor. Are you folks ready to go explore the future? Play along and invite Vevin out to see the amazing world of tomorrow, said Vevin straight. Huh? What's that? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. My ears are still ringing from traveling in time, you understand? It's all pretty amazing, don't you think? Being Mira's first time traveler? Will you stop talking already? Clearly trusting you to pilot my machine was the biggest mistake ever. Ugh, the numbers were there. It hit the threshold. If that wasn't enough, then attempting counter-blank navigation may be the only option left to us. In theory, that should allow for blank, even in a special temporal axis. Yes, that is surely it. I'm sorry to bother you again, kid, but could you bring me some of the topaz wine dropped by the primordial creatures called Tectinsulas? Give me that and I'll drive my machine through time. I swear it on every speck of science in my brain. I probably already have it. Yep. Wow, he's made some modifications. Not even red anymore. What was the point of getting the red one? Well, did you get the topaz wine, kid? It's the last thing I need to soup up my magnificent Mirrormobile. Topaz wine, material obtained from a defeated enemy. Excellent work. I'll install it right now. There, done. Behold the counter-blank navigation edition of my beautiful machine. It's my ultimate creation capable of overriding every causal factor in Mirren space-time. Who's piloting it this time? A most astute question. I certainly can't trust that shrimp to do it. This time, I'll drive to the future myself. Perfect pilot for the perfect machine. There's not a sliver of a chance of failure. This is goodbye for now, but don't worry, kid. I may literally be back before you know it. Alright, I'll send you off with a bronze smile. I appreciate that, kid. Emotional goodbyes make me itch. Now then, it's time for the trial run. Setting destination time past the far side of the future to the time axis I once inhabited. You, Vevin, and the others in this time have been a great help. Heh, though I could have done without the ones that attacked us. Thanks for everything, Luke. Give Vevin my regards. Take care, and farewell. Even if this is goodbye forever, know that I'll never forget you. Haha, that's right! Tear through that blank with blank, girl! We're off to the future! Looks like it moved! Professor B finished his time machine and returned to his own era. Where did Professor B go? He asked me to buy these parts he was running low on. What? He went home to the future? Just like that? We did everything together all this time and now he just takes off? Assume his intentions. I'm going to say he said he was grateful. He thanked me? I wish he'd said it to my face. If not for you, was he planning to leave without saying a word? The man was a real headache, you know? I'll just have to get to work on building a new and improved Mirrormobile Mark II, I suppose. I'll ride it to the future and scare the pants off of Professor B. That would be pretty funny, right? I guess I have a lot of studying ahead of me, huh? Just you wait, Professor. All right. Let's head over to this one. Oh, you're talking to me, yes? Does that mean you'll listen to me? Because, I've got something to say, alright? Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Don't go dragging randoms into this! Hey, buddy, don't listen to her. You're better off just walking away. I'll hear her out. Oh, that's great, isn't it? Because every time strangers meet, there's a chance it might be fate, right? We're all in the Kissnet, after all. Kissnet? No, Met? What's a Kissnet? Kismet, right? Doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any... Kismet? Whatever. Earth culture has many strange concepts, doesn't it? Doesn't it? But it's clear you're very kind for listening, so let me get to it. The proprietor here won't let me in her store even though I'm a paying customer, you see? All I want to do is purchase some Earth-style clothes. Look, I didn't want to be rude, but you forced me to put this as bluntly as I can. I've always had this thing about reptiles, okay? They totally creep me out, big time. And now I don't like you. And I just can't handle Manon in my shop. I'm sorry, and it's not personal, but it's just my deal. No offense. A very, very sad reason. This reptile tribe of yours must be very terrible people, no? No. Please don't lump me in with your mean tribe, okay? In fact, if you look closely, you'll see I'm actually quite cute. Or adorable, even. Look, okay? Ah, stop! Get away from me! It's not just how you look, okay? It's about biology, germs and stuff! You could be packing all sorts of disgusting diseases we never saw on Earth. No offense. I don't think this is getting us anywhere, is it? I don't think you need to worry about diseases, Alessa, because you're a robot. Aha! I have it, yes? I will stand right here in front of your shop, day and night, for the next few days. Or maybe weeks or months. That way you can see that I have no diseases which need cause you concern. Alright? Will also give you ample time to grow accustomed to my cute face, won't it? A good solution, yes? Yes, very, very good. That's a terrible solution. Absolutely not! No way, not happy, even over my cold, stinking, swollen corpse! Again, no offense. You see what I mean? She's completely unreasonable. Can you please help me explain to her that I just can't do what she's asking? I can't be the only one dealing with this kind of thing, so maybe we could get a legal ruling. If I could show her a formal decision from the government, she might actually listen. Oh, I would like this as well, yes? If your government grants Manon the right to shop, I'll be able to pick up cute clothing wherever I like, won't I? So I also hope you look into this, alright? If this was the actual United States, then the government would rule on the side of Alessa, just on principle. Ask the provisional government for a solution to the recent tensions that have flared up between the Manon and human citizens of New LA. I'll just be here with my face squished up against the store window until you return. This is a common practice, isn't it? No. Please ask the government to hurry with their decision. I'm going to be a nervous wreck until she clears out. Priscilla.
How goes?
Hey, how's business? Not great if the look on your face says anything. Trouble with the Manon in the stores, eh? Yeah, that's no surprise. I get new complaints every day. Complaints about being denied service, or strange health concerns, or just, well, you name it. Folks are always afraid of stuff that's new, so incidents like these are to be expected, I guess. But we put everyone who enters the city through a thorough medical scan. Manon, Nopon, everyone. The fact we let them in tells you we've never found any pathogens on them. We require regular checkups too. Epidemiologically speaking, Manon are completely safe to humans. I understand people's concerns, but we have to get used to xenoforms in our city if we hope to survive. I don't need to tell you that half our military-industrial complex runs on Manon tech, or that they're the star of our economy. So go back and tell that store owner that she's nuts if she thinks the government will take her side. Most people have already come around to this way of thinking, so she can either get with the times or get left behind. Yeah, I about saw that one coming.
That solves that.
Oh, hi. So did you get a ruling? What? So just because society has decided or whatever, my personal trauma doesn't matter? That's insane! And I'm not about to quietly suffer just because it's politically expedient for them. It'd be one thing if I actually thought most people really wanted to be friends with the Manon, but they don't. So I don't see why I have to play along. Go on, ask around. Everyone will tell you what a stinking, greedy, shifty, no-good lot they are. No offense. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the case.
Heard?
Can't jump across that. Let's do this. Manon seemed to have established a new company called Candid Incredible that sells equipment to humans. Friendly Xenos like that are always welcome in New LA.
great. So guess what?
I had my Mimio's checkup today and, worried. Pushing it pretty hard, so I'm sure they're going to find something wrong with it. There's some other information here. My Mimosune was thrashed in an accident, but a Manon technician was able to fix it for me. I owe those little guys my life. With Aganeva's help, we're now even able to readily obtain some materials that are really difficult to refine. The Manon have some impressive technologies, I tell you what.
Have you heard?
That solves that.
Well, everybody told you there was no way they were getting chummy with a bunch of lizard people, right? Most people like the Manon. Really? That many people said the Manon helped them out? Even said the Manon saved their lives? Oh. Well, if they're really that nice, then I can't let a little trauma over the way they look hold me back. I'm not a monster after all. Alright then, from now on, Manon are welcome in my store. I doubt my shop could stay in the black much longer without their business anyway. It may take me a bit to stop shuddering and start smiling, but I'll figure something out. Who knows, maybe they'll become my best customers. And even if they don't, I'll work out my issues as best I can. After hearing about the great work the Manon have been doing, Alessa seems to have altered her opinion, and has accepted Wurzel as a customer. Here we go. False Hope. Complete Chapter 5. Primary destination, Primordia.
Hey, Hope. Got a minute?
Certainly. What can I do for you? Got something on your mind?
Kind of. Don't know if you've heard, but there's been a string of blade disappearances lately.
Uh-oh.
The third case just happened, and an odd commonality has emerged. The 3 victims that have disappeared so far are Hans, Elliot, and Trish. They were all regular clients of yours, weren't they?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. But yes, I suppose they did come by for advice fairly often.
Listen, Hope. I want to respect your client privilege, but if you know anything...
I'm sorry, but I've been leaving so much to Ornella lately. My other missions have taken me out of the city a lot.
Now that you mention it, I don't see Ornella around.
Yes, she was feeling under the weather, unfortunately.
I see. Well, tell her I send my best. And if you do hear anything, let me know, okay?
This doesn't sound good.
I'm sorry, but can I ask you for a favor?
Of
Would
course.
you mind if we looked into this case?
Definitely. It's not my job. No, I'm on it.
Thank you so much. Hearing that people close to me are vanishing it brings up memories.
Oh no.
I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to focus on much else right now.
Press Hope for details of her past. Let's cheer Hope up by assuring her that things will work out.
You're always so kind. It's funny, whenever you cheer me on like this, it reminds me of when I was living with my father.
Good memories, I
Whenever I
hope.
was sad, he'd appear with a cup of hot cocoa in
Aw,
hand,
that's
and
great.
he'd say just what I needed to hear. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to solve this case.
False Hope. Multiple Blade members are missing, and the victims all seem to be associated with Hope somehow. Work with her to unravel the mystery. From that name, it sounds like someone's impersonating her.
I suppose we should ask around first. Let's see what the rumor mill says about the folks who disappeared.
Probably should put her in my party. I just saw Anna getting advice from Hope. It felt so strange to see their usual roles reversed like that. It's upstairs, isn't it? Okay, elevator. Oh, no, there's Anna. Okay.
That you, Hope? What's up? I thought we were meeting later.
Were we? I don't remember making any plans.
Seriously? You were just here with Ornella. You told me you needed advice on something and wanted to meet later. You must be tired, girl. And here I thought you asking for advice was weird.
No, This is so strange. What's going on?
More information about the meeting. Someone must be impersonating her.
Ask Hope. She's standing right there. Look, you asked me to meet you on the South Janpath Plain around midnight. I figured it was really, really serious if you needed that much privacy. But since you're always helping me out, it seemed like the least I could do. I got your back, girl.
No! That wasn't me. It must have been the criminal we're chasing.
You're chasing a... Wait, what? You better explain from the beginning. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. You have an evil twin?
We have to confront the criminal at Janpath Lake. So please, Ada, don't go to the meeting. Stay here in New LA.
I'm a blade, remember? I'd planned to pay you back by listening to your troubles or whatever. But now I can do it by acting as bait for your deadly doppelganger.
No! I won't have you risking yourself like that, Ada.
I think the 8 is good.
See? I love you like a sister, Hope. But this taking on everything by yourself garbage has got to stop.
Looks like Yelv liked that dancer.
I want to do this, and all you have to do is shut up and accept the help.
Ada,
Plus, it's not like she doesn't know what's going on
Truly.
now. She's not gonna be caught
I
off
swear I'll
guard.
catch whoever's responsible for this. I really appreciate your help.
There. Was that so hard? All right, I'll go on ahead. Meet you on the South Janpath Plain around midnight. Got it? Right on time. You are the real Hope, right?
Yes. Thank you again for your help. We have to put a stop to this.
Okay, so why don't you guys hide, and I'll draw our fake out here.
All right. But be careful. Don't take any risks.
Hey, at least she knows it's coming, right?
Thank you so much for coming all this way. I know you're busy.
Oh, heck, you're always helping me with one thing or another. I don't mind at all.
That's very kind of you. I'm afraid I just didn't know who else to ask.
It's so unusual to hear you ask for help. You've got me super curious. Oh, but one thing first.
Yes? What is it?
You are the real Hope, right?
The real Hope? I don't understand.
No, I just heard this rumor about an imposter. Can't be too careful.
No, trust me. I'm Hope from New LA. What a strange rumor to invent.
So you can prove that, right?
I've been together with Ornella this entire time. She can vouch for me.
Of course this is Hope. What
Remember,
kind of bizarre
Ornello is
questions
sick.
are you asking anyway?
Okay. Guess I went a little nuts there. Thing is, I've got somebody that I'd like you guys to meet. You can come out now.
Hello.
This isn't possible. Ornella, you set me up?
No, I was just... Why are you even here, Hope?
I would ask you the same. Are you a fake Ornella, just like I have a fake Hope?
I'm not! Oh, damn it. This whole planet's gone to hell.
What drove you to this, Ornella?
Money. Lots and lots and lots of money. I want to roll around in piles of credits and forget all about the fact that I'm stuck on this stupid rock. And I'd found the perfect little pawn in our dear Hope. You did this. You put ideas in her head. You ruined everything.
No. This isn't really her. Ornella helped me. She was always there. She was like a mother to me. You really are a stupid girl. Your precious Ornella is scum. She sold the lives and bodies of her people for spending money. Guess there's no reason to hide anymore. We'll just kill you and add your parts to the latest shipment.
That's a prone. Or no, not a prone. But it is... because prone look different. Whatever it
You can
is.
rest easy, knowing that I,
The great Gizan will be taking over the role of Hope Alonzi. That sweet face of yours will add more fresh bodies to my mother's collection. Now, prepare to die for your kindness.
Well, I don't think that she's going to win this one. At least Ada did the right thing and got out of there.
Open fire! Follow me!
Starfall play! My up is free! This'll help! I'm sorry. Starfall Rondo! Hell yeah!
How did I go down?
Less easy, more fighting! It ain't no Starfall play!
Let's see him chew on this. Now, close in and
I
clean
was
up.
gonna lay into him anyway.
Whatever. I guess I drew too much aggro or something.
Man, life is a real bitch sometimes. Go on, do it. I got nowhere left to go anyway.
Why did you do this?
What? You want to know why I did it? You think anyone would play sidekick to a naive fool like you for free? You were popular even before the crash, and I thought I'd get in on it. Make a quick buck and walk away whistling, but you kept helping people for free. We were in the red from day one. All that potential wasted. So I sold you out. Then I sold the mims of your clients to those freaks.
That's horrible!
Yes.
That is indeed
And I belong
quite
to hell
horrible.
for what I've done. Now hurry up and send me there.
No. Come back to New LA with us. If we explain this, we'll find a way. I'll vouch for you. Do whatever it takes to make it right.
You make me sick. Unconditional love? Martyrdom? What are you trying to gain with that trick?
I'm not. This is what my father taught me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and where did it get him? Fleeced and murdered.
Yeah!
I'm no different from the ones who killed your father, Hope. Actually, I'm worse.
Ornella, no!
It seems that Ornella was behind the disappearances. Despite Hope's pleas, Ornella took her own life. You learned the knife art, secondary speed.
I'm not daydreaming, I
Oh,
swear.
hello there, Luke. Are you on duty today? I have the day off myself, so I was just tending to my flower beds. You get days off? You like flowers, Luke? Express your fondness for flowers. Say that you've never really been a fan. Okay. I like them as well. I brought these seeds from Earth. I was so happy to see them bloom all the way out here. Seeing beautiful flowers always fills my heart with hope. It's odd to say that, but it's true. I think that if these flowers can thrive on this world, then surely we humans can. Sorry, I didn't intend to act so profound there. I'll be very happy if my flowers bring you joy, even if they don't have any deeper meaning. Wax poetic about the beauty of Hope's gerbera daisies. She was clever to grow medicinal flowers since they'll sell for a bundle. No. That's not what she's looking for. You really do like flowers. You even know their names. I don't actually, but the game does. I imagine you'll be busy with your blade work for a while. But when you have the time, would you like to plant some flowers here yourself? I'd be excited to see which varieties you choose. Pleaded Hope's heart to heart, the flower child. Friend in Need. Chapter 5. Restricted Characters, Lao.
We have visitor!
So, that's the story. I know it'll take you through some dangerous territory, but they're almost out of supplies.
I'm a bit surprised. Pathfinders should know better than to get stranded out there. Whose team is it?
Believe it or not, it's Lao's.
Really? Lao? I thought he was pretty on the ball.
If only everyone organized and together like Tatsu.
Lao's plenty capable, when he actually gives a damn.
How do you mean?
Lately, the slacker's been wandering off mid-mission, leaving his men to do the heavy lifting.
Oh.
Who knows what the hell that boy's thinking?
Maybe he's in some sort of trouble?
If he is, he ain't said a peep about it to me.
Maybe muscles and mustache scare Lao away?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah. Wait, what'd you just say?
Well, whatever's up with Lao, his team still needs our help.
Right. No time to waste. And thanks.
Lao's team has run out of supplies. Find them and help them out.
Man, you guys really saved our bacon. Now we can finally get back to work.
You have our thanks, and I'm sure Lao's as well.
Don't mention it. We're just doing our job, same as you.
Do you guys have any idea where Lao is? Or why he just up and left like that?
No idea. And even less of an idea when he'll return.
I'm sure he's just giving us a chance to grow.
Sure he is. What? Don't give me that look. I still trust him. Mostly.
Hey, I'd be pretty upset if someone forgot to restock and then left me stranded.
Actually, that was our mistake, not his.
Oh.
He just left us dead weights behind while he finished the job. He's always been like that, actually.
Okay.
Always. Wait, you must be...
Sidon, ma'am. I've been working with Lao since we were back on Earth. Truth be told, he's the only reason I ever made it into Project Exodus. Without his recommendation, I'd be long dead.
Me and Mondo worked on the Frontier Nav development team. Needless to say, we've been big fans of Lao's ever since.
Okay.
Oh, I'm Shingo, by the way. And that there is Mondo.
I had no idea you guys had such respect for Lao. I'm sorry if it sounded like I was bad-mouthing him.
Anyway, are you all set here now?
Oh, we should be fine. Except...
Except... what?
Well, we still have a probe to place, but the location is swarming with indigents. We usually let Lao do most of the fighting, And by most, I mean all.
If that's the case, we'd be happy to escort you.
Really? Wow! It'd be an honor to work with your team, ma'am. We'll move as fast as we can.
You guys need to learn how to fight too, by the way.
Getting oddly similar vibe from these two.
We'd like to place that probe just beyond here.
Understood. We'll handle the fighting. I'll call you once the area's secure.
Man, Elma's amazing. She's so strong and professional and beautiful.
She'll ignore that last comment.
Tatsu know how friend feel. No need for shame about being ineffective and useless lump.
Wait, who are you calling a useless lump?
Go.
Through those guys like butter. That's amazing.
We'll get right on installing the data probe, ma'am.
And we'll keep an eye on the area so you can focus on your work. Things seem to be going well.
Thanks to you. We should have this baby ready to rock in just a few minutes.
It takes them that long? What's this? Whoa! This is gonna be a fight.
Oh, holy crap! Sidon, we gotta get out of here!
Go if you want. I'm not moving until this thing is finished.
Huh? You got a death wish or what?
Hell, I'm just a mimeosome, right? Why not die from play? What are you two?
3 sets of hands will get this done quicker than 1, right?
Thanks, guys.
Elma!
Come on, let's keep that thing away from them.
Nothing's getting past us. I'm not going to say a curse word, so let's go with this one.
What confidence!
Let's put it to work.
Get your butt handed to you. Open fire! Beam barrage! Watch me turn them into Swiss cheese. Myopic Starfall play! Spiral subterfuge! Ready to go! Yeah! Finish Let's see him chew on this! Start flamming some immediate hit! Move in! Nice! Essence extend! Hell yeah! Time to bring the Herb gun! Mass have Let's see him chew on this! Off the guards down! Big kaboom! Arcing horn, beam barrage! Spiral starfall.
I did. I took 1 damage. Ah, but it inflicted virus. Okay.
Off your guard down. Myopic Street. Astral Arcing Horn. First down. Starball play. Starball Rondo. Subterfuge. That's it. Heal me.
You want it? You're gonna get it.
Yeah. Starball play.
Let's see him chew on this.
Astral Heat. Gravity Eagle Eye.
Thanks for the backup.
Use an aura and regroup.
Falling apart here. Help me regroup.
Start tough one. Beam barrage. A little overdrive.
I don't quite have that much
Myopic
TP.
Street. Stop. That felt good. Now's your chance to have
Myopic Street.
Spiral Horn.
Let's see him chew on this.
Subterfuge. Starball Rondo.
They didn't see that coming.
I'll top.
Gun him down.
Star. Oh, yeah.
Let's see him chew on this.
Starball play. Essence Expel. Yeah. Time to bring the hurt. Triple him first.
Good
That's
idea.
Harrier.
I'll cut him down to size.
Overwhelm. Fire. Finish what I started.
On it. Take this.
Starball play. It ain't over. Gun him down.
Let's see him chew on this.
Myopic Street.
Understood.
Now topple them with some gunfire.
Well played. I'll take him down.
Subterfuge.
Yes. Now get in close.
Starball Rondo. Regroup.
Falling apart here. Help me regroup.
Arcing Horn. Starlight Duster. I'm ready to suffer some slings. Ether Blast.
Victory is ours.
Give me.
Here we go. It had a lot of health, but yeah, that was pretty easy.
All right. Looks like the probe is up and running.
Now data from this area can be uploaded to Frontier Nav.
It wouldn't have been possible without your help.
No kidding. The rumors don't do your team justice.
Don't sell yourselves short. It was your team as much as ours that saw this mission through.
Tatsu definitely gets similar vibe from these two.
Was that all you needed then?
Yes, we're all good now. We'll finish a few calibrations and then head back.
All right, team. Move out.
Yes, ma'am. What? Lau came back after we left?
Classic timing, huh? We told him all about how you saved the day. All he said was be sure to thank him.
Then he wandered off again to who knows where.
Never a dull moment with that one.
That's how it should be. Better than the alternative, anyway.
I hear you. I haven't forgotten how he was when we first got here.
What do you mean?
Lau's skills as a Pathfinder are pretty special. They're going to help humanity carve out a life here on Mira. But he didn't board the White Whale because he thought he was useful.
He did it so he could get his wife and daughter on the ship.
Oh.
He thought his abilities would permit his family passage, but...
They didn't make it on board.
Oh.
Right. The war hit right before he would have summoned them.
Oh.
Those were some dark days for him. Lau was empty. Like his soul was just gone. I don't know what he's been doing lately, but whatever it is, it gives him purpose. It's good to see him living again.
Not that it makes getting left behind any easier.
I've told you 100 times already. If you had better skills, Lau wouldn't need to worry so much.
Yeah.
You guys really do love him, don't you?
But no one loved their leader more than Team Tatsu love Elma. No one!
Not a contest. The data probe was successfully installed, but it looks like Lau has gone off somewhere again. Learn the Javelin Art Balance Breaker. Oh there, friend. Would you lend an ear to some of my poetry? Words are free if you wish it, though tips are always welcome. Is he one of the Celeste Three? Egads! How is it you know of the tragedies of my past? The mass disappearance just after our arrival here on Mira. The three of us were left behind as everyone else simply vanished. I'd assumed the truth of that incident would remain forever obscured, and yet... No, this is fate. The will of the heavens, a chance of which I never dared dream! Oh Muse, thou art a beast of fire! If you would hear more of the Celeste Three, then I must ask something of you. But not here. Too many ears. If these scrabbling wretches knew that we carried a load of white gold, the streets would burn with the chaos of avarice. Let us speak in the diner at night, when the secrets of men might better slink soft around every fog-beschrouded corner. The Celeste Three. Fosdyke, one of the Celeste Three survivors, has asked you to meet him at the diner at night. Midnight it is, then. I shall await you at the Repenta Diner in the Industrial District. It's no trouble if you're a bit late. I shall abide there until the first pale rays of dawn alight on my pancake stack. So I can go right now. Awesome.
Did you hear?
Have you heard?
Secretary Nagy and Blade Director Chalson were wise to establish Blade. All 8 of its divisions are doing excellent work. At night, I often see it. Nice.
You made it.
Thank you for coming. I suppose I should begin with an explanation of the incident. Anyway, yes, it was a short while after we crashed here on Mira. Just over a month ago now. A large convoy of blades were transporting a sizable shipment of rare white gold. But they suddenly disappeared, and their cargo along with them. They called the few of us who remained the Celeste Three. But this was no paranormal phenomenon such as the urban legends claim. Okay. I've heard talk it was the work of a supernatural force or an alien abduction. Some even claimed the spectral hands of ghosts were involved. Alas, no. It was simply a slaughter. Briggs, the team leader, wanted the white gold for himself, and maddened by the sickness of greed, began killing the others. And I helped him. God save me, but I did. In fear for our own lives, myself and a man named Morehouse helped murder our own. Briggs had us move the white gold to a hiding place, and then sent out an SOS and waited for help to arrive. We swore to tell no one of our dark deeds, and to a man bespoke an oath of silence. Then we returned to the city and assumed the role of victims, just 3 men caught up in an inexplicable incident. Briggs should be brought to justice. Ah, a crusader for right. I saw it in your eyes the moment we met, which is why I brought you here to beg the spoon. Unfortunately, Briggs was a step ahead of us the whole time. He vanished soon after we returned to NLA, along with the white gold. After this whole chain of events, all I was left with was a marble-sized chunk of white gold ore. Must take it and meet with Morehouse. He was closer to Briggs than I was, and knows something of his current whereabouts. Morehouse is a suspicious man, but this bauble should convince him, for he and I hold the only 2 in existence. I leave this in your hands, then. Just remember that he is in the same circumstances as I. Once he realizes what's happening, I'm certain he'll cooperate. That doesn't look good. Oh no, he's just sitting there.
Something you need?
Who are you? Why are you here? I want to be left alone. you've got no business here, get going. And if you do, make it quick. Tell him Fosdyke sent you and demand to know Briggs' location. Ask him about the Celeste Three. I have nothing to say to you.
Something you need?
Fosdyke? The name is vaguely familiar, but I have no recollection of the man. White gold ore. Fosdyke's only remaining white gold. Gave you that, did he? Well, I'll be. Seems the man sees something worthwhile in you. I assume he told you I'm not the trusting type. Well, I'm also not stupid enough to put my life in some stranger's hands. I need you to pass a test before this goes any further. Go kill 5 C4 faxes. If you can't handle at least that much, Briggs will eat you alive. Took those C4 faxes down? You might actually stand a chance against him. Alright, I'll talk. I take it Fosdyke informed you of the particulars? Yeah, I know everything. Good. Spares me the effort. Briggs is holed up in the bowels of Molten Hollow. Bet you're wondering why anyone would pick a place like that to live, eh? Well, he's got a giant safe there. Built the thing himself. He's not letting anyone near that white gold. Greedy jerk will do anything it takes to keep his prize. He ruined my life, and Fosdyke's. Still better than what the others got. Please, he's got to be stopped. You make that happen, and I'll atone for my part in this horror story any way you like.
So there you go. Too slow because I do nothing.
Who are you? There's only 2 people that know about this place, and you're not one of them. How did someone who's not part of the Celeste Three possibly find me here? Let's try to negotiate. What? Foxdyke and Morehouse sold me out? No, those two wouldn't betray me. They couldn't! Let's lay out the full story. You're lying, trying to mess with my mind. Well, I'm not falling for it. You die here, liar!
Ready to get your butt handed to you? Ready? Fire up the melee attack.
Now I'm feeling it.
Harking more. Rondo! Spiral Rebel! Yeah!
Let's see a chew on this.
Cripple him further.
Good idea.
That's Harry. Cut him down the street. Overwhelm. Shoot him. It's a big target, so don't miss.
Take this.
Start ball Rondo. Start like that. Finish what I started.
Take this.
Buff up and let's put them in the corner.
Hope you don't mind me taking this one.
On your desk. Catch me up.
Alright, I give up. I've been sitting around this hole too long when I should have been practicing my tactics. Man that right golden in exchange for his life. Question him to see if he's hiding anything more. Kill Briggs without any further discussion. I'm going to question him. Please, let me share the truth before I die. What did Foxdyke and Morehouse tell you? That I was hoarding the white gold for myself? Now look at me. I lost my job as a blade. I live in this hovel while Foxdyke and Morehouse are comfortable in the city. They live normal lives while I stay here day after day guarding this white gold. It's not even mine! It's their gold! They're forcing me to be here! Please, you've got to set me free! Believe or don't believe? Honestly, I don't like any of these three guys, but I'm not gonna believe him. Believe those backstabbers over me? Then here, open the safe and have a look at the white gold for yourself. That should be proof enough. Here's the key, it's yours. Go on, open the safe. That key will get you in. Present key to open safe. Scanning. Validating. Match confirmed. Key 1 of 4 verified. Please present next key. Haha! Get a load of this, idiot! Works every time! Let me clue you in, Luke. That safe only opens with all 4 of our keys. 1 for each survivor. Wait, 4? 4? Don't you worry about the number of keys. You won't live to see that safe opened anyway. One more nosy fool taken care of, eh, Foxdyke? Oh, indeed. Once they hear a tale of sordid betrayal, such do-gooders are all too eager to lend a hand. They'll doubt one side or the other, but no one thinks to doubt the entire story. We humans are such a simple lot. And speaking of simple, you've made your own disposal quite convenient. No one will ever find you out here, let alone suspect us. Briggs, you should have been an actor. Even I bought that. Is that supposed to be sarcasm, kid? And forget simple. People are just greedy, risking their lives to come scrounge for a shiny piece of metal. Like you could talk. Or you. And double for you. Now let's finish up here.
You're just mats to brush off my shoulder.
Open fire! Follow me!
Rondo! Astral curve! Watch me turn them into Swiss cheese.
Let's see him chew on this.
Shooting!
This is nothing. Now I'm feeling it. It's not over. Follow me! I'll pulverize.
Please!
Stay with us!
What? Starfall Rondo!
On it! Take this!
Master Gunner! I'm in trouble!
This is nothing.
Heal me! Myopic Street!
Sorry, I need to recover first!
Wait!
Things are getting tight.
Beam Barrage! Starfall
Get
Play!
focused!
Yeah! Finish the Beam Barrage! Is this supposed to hurt?
Who's next?
Okay, that should help a lot.
I'll pulverize this. Spiral! Gun him down!
Let's see him chew on this!
Ether Blast!
Is this supposed to hurt?
Get him out! Keep shooting!
Now I'm feeling it.
Thanks.
You're in for
Wake
it.
up!
Good idea.
Starfall!
Attack it, Ray.
Let's see him
It
chew
ain't
on
over.
this.
Gun him down! Subterfuge!
Let's see him chew on this.
Starfall Block!
Yes. Now get it. Come on, stay with me.
Been saving this one!
Okay. Here comes the pain.
Astral Purge! Spiral Horn! Stuck up! Attack of range
Let's see him
must
chew
clean
on
up!
this.
Arcing Horn! Overwhelm! Use an aura and regroup!
I don't have that much GP.
Victory is ours.
Aha!
Pathetic.
You were ambushed by the Celeste Three, but emerged victorious. However, the safe requires a fourth key to open.
Starfall Rondo!
Coupe's so curious. What does this key unlock? And what is secret treasure of Mr. Friends? Coupe not get wink of sleep with so many questions rolling around inside poor head. So maybe friend help unravel riddle of Mistoroids? Ask Coupe what a Mistoroid is. It is friend who gave Coupe this curious key. Mira has many strange Xenos, but Coupe never seen anything quite so mysterious as that. So Coupe made up name Mistoroid and invented rich backstory for later use in fan fiction writing. It seemed like that Mistoroid came to Mira with others of its kind. But Mira too dangerous for Mistoroid friends. By the time one reached Caravan of Coupe, all other Mistoroids were dead. Coupe felt sad for him, so Coupe gave him food and drink. And in return, Mistoroid left this key before vanishing into darkest night. Oh, but Mistoroid friend also left strange message. Ahem. Me. My kinsmen sleep, yet point the way to a treasure great and vast. With it shall this world be destroyed, and then reborn at last. Compelling, yes. Enough to rob friend of sleep, yes. Meh. Now poor friend has been dragged into this. Only way to find peace is to find treasure. Lesson from the grave. Unravel the Mistoroid's riddle and find its treasure, which is said to have the power to lay waste to entire worlds. Okay then. Coupe fill friend in on all the deets. Mistoroid friend said there are 3 sleeping kinsmen here in Silvalum. He left hints to locations in mysterious riddle form, which is dumb, but whatever. Clues are south of the lake beside 4 turtles, in sight of the southern hold by the flightless bird, and at the lakeside foot of the wayward mount. None of which make any sense to Coupe. Brain of Coupe will overheat if he think any harder. Waiting for friend to find them, all by trial and error, sound like a much better plan. Yeah, it's not really trial and error when the game goes and tells me where they are. But okay. Make any progress on riddle of Mistoroid friend? What? Friend found 3 graves across Silvalum? Ah, meh. That must be sleeping kinsmen. Coupe bet real money there are other Mistoroids buried in graves. So then, what was written on graves? Coupe want to hear all. Our treasure is bane to any wall, able to harm or heal one and all. 193. Our treasure is succor to all the poor, a flame that incinerates evermore. 128. Our train is alone is fit to awaken the way to a world that is long forsaken. 1986. Meh. More stupid riddles. What does any of that mean? Point out the strange numbers at the end of each line. Strange numbers. Oh, meh. Could they be coordinates for place where secret treasure is? If first is X coordinate, and second is Y. And third is probably elevation. That must be it! So hurry up and go, go, go! Grab amazing treasure right away! Well, did friend find treasure of Mysteroids? A strange rectangular box left behind by the Mysteroids. An intriguing keyhole is located on the rear. For all that talk about destroying world, that is awfully small box. Huh? It has keyhole. Maybe Coupe should try key that Mysteroid friend left. Ah, it opened! Gold, silver, precious jewels! Wait, no. There is just weird book inside. Eh. Can you read the book? Oh, right! All Coupe care about is solving mystery so he can finally sleep at night. Wait 1 minute for Coupe to translate text. Derm, meh meh meh. Ah, Coupe C! This book is about things that Mysteroid friends hold most precious. Our treasure is bane to any wall, able to harm or heal one and all. Our treasure is succor to all the poor, a flame that incinerates all evermore. Our treasure alone is fit to awaken the way to a world that is long forsaken. That treasure is love, the light that shines our way even through the darkest of struggles. I record our love here that we may never forget it, that we may use it as a beacon to guide us as we wander the vastness of space. Wow, deep. But Coupe not understand in slightest! Can friend make sense of it? It's beyond me. No. Expound on the glory of love to Coupe. Friend is amazing to be able to analyze such complex documents so quickly. Friend should be translator. But Coupe still not understand. Coupe still not feel satisfied, but friend was big help anyway. Thanks. Lesson from the grave. The treasure was love, which is awesome? That thing Mysteroid friend has said after Coupe fed him meal. Our greatest treasure may already be old and well familiar to you. Does that mean Coupe already have love? That seemed like yet another mystery. Coupe have even more sleepless nights ahead.
I'm heading to the top.
Hey, Luke. This is your dog, right? Man, what a good boy. He was just letting me give him some lovin'. Make sure your dog isn't being a pest. Ask Doug what he means by give him some lovin'. Or, you know, pets and stuff. I scratch under his chin, rub his belly, make his leg do that kicking thing. You know, lovin'. Okay, seriously, why are you giving me that look? When I pass a dog that needs loving, I'm not gonna leave him hanging. You have any pets of your own? Nah, I don't have any myself. I don't have the time or the money, or heck, even the patience. If I ever find myself with a little extra loving to give, I'll just invite myself over to play with your pooch. That's more than enough for me. Sorry if that seems a little selfish. Well, I've had my fill. Better get back to work. But if you ever get a line on an assignment with a big payoff, hook me up. Facts and feelings. HP in the morning. Huh? Is that you, Luke? What brings you to this neck of the woods? As you can see, I've been inspecting the water purification plant. Water is every bit as vital here on Mira as it was back on Earth. Therefore, it must be rigorously supervised. Are you a mediator? What idiocy is this? Have you lost your wits? I am a pathfinder through and through! And a quite famous one, I might add. Anyway, HQ is known to be short-handed at the moment. When capable citizens step up to assist with their workload, it benefits all of New LA. Is hammering in data probes a Pathfinder's only duty to New LA? No! The very notion reeks of indolence! If ever a citizen of New LA finds his talents needed, he must answer the call, whenever and wherever it comes. When fellow citizens are in peril, do you not rush to their aid? Well, I am a mediator, though. His assertions logically sound, accept his reasoning, but express reservations, rebut his assertion. I'll concur. I pride myself on being an excellent judge of character, and I see now how right I was about your command of objective reason and holistic wisdom. I am honored to have met someone capable of understanding my philosophy. Well, that concludes my inspection of this facility. I have some important business to attend to in the industrial district. I hope we can work together again soon. Completed his heart to heart, a prideful man. Fog in the afternoon. Or is it not this level? Oh yeah, it's down below. Okay. Oh, hello, Luke. Are you looking at fish? Unfortunately, there aren't any fish. If there were, we could fish here anytime. That would be nice. So I'm thinking about something. This looks like water, but it's actually gel designed to cushion impacts. I've heard that when it hardens, it becomes like those giant crystals that surround the outer walls of New LA. I'm not sure I believe that. There's a rumor that you could inject a coagulating agent into it that would cause it to instantly harden. I was just internally debating whether or not I should test that theory out. You'd probably get in trouble for that. I'd also like to know. I thought the matter might intrigue you. Please go ahead and test it out yourself. I'm going to watch from far away. You're not going to do it, are you? Figures. Figures. If you had, I'm sure Director General Chelson, Secretary Nagi, and Commander Vandam would have come down on you like a ton of bricks. Risking one's life and career to satisfy an idle curiosity would not be the wisest choice. You know, you could just, like, put some of it in a cup first. So I guess we'll resist the temptation to try it for now. But let's get to the bottom of this on some other day, and not some other place. Fog's Heart to Heart, the old fishing hole. Win in the afternoon.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, good to see you, Luke. I was just talking with an old Pathfinder buddy of mine from basic training. He asked if I wanted to team up with him to set up a data probe in Oblivia. Think I should? Are you scared about being away from Arena? It sounds like a good job for an interceptor. Yeah, I guess it does. The interceptor clears away the indigents so the Pathfinders can set up the probe. It's a classic strategy. But there is one thing that has me worried. None of the blades on this mission have any real experience, and it sounds like we'll be going to a pretty dangerous place. You'll never achieve anything if you give in to fear. Oh, whoa, you're right. Humanity has been fighting to survive against the wilds of Mira since the day we arrived. And we can't afford to live in fear of failure. Besides, the more experience I can get out in the field, the sooner I'll be able to stand shoulder to shoulder with my interceptor colleagues. Yeah, you're right. I've got to clear this hurdle myself. Well, I'm gonna get packing. Next time you get a good mission, please take me with you. Completed his heart-to-heart, conquering fear. Oh, and the evening. Nice. Have I viewed her first heart-to-heart? I know that I have. Yeah, I think I have, actually. Dog is over there. I need a cat. Okay. Oh, Luke. Hello. You like cats? Me? No, not at all. Actually, I despise the wretched creatures. But they started it. They're always cruel to me. For example, if I were to turn my gaze from this one for even a moment, I know it would leap at me and slash my face repeatedly with its evil, evil claws. Back on Earth, the common house cat, or Felis catus, was ever a nemesis of mine. I'd hoped things would be different here. After all, the men on Anapon have different languages, but for some reason we all understand each other. So with that in mind, I was trying to establish a form of meaningful communication with the local cats. It doesn't really seem to be working out, however. Why do you think cats and I aren't capable of understanding each other? Maybe the cat's meow doesn't contain words. You may meet a cat that you can understand one day. That is sound reasoning. Such a theory assumes that a cat's meowing is not actually a language at all. Which means the cats and I may be doomed to an eternally adversarial relationship. Completed his heart-to-heart animal lover. Win late at night. First check. Yes, I do have.
Care to join me?
This is so embarrassing, Luke. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Remember when I told you about that assignment of setting up a data probe in Oblivia with my Pathfinder buddy? Yeah? Well, we managed to get the data probe installed without too much trouble, which was good. But on the way back, we were attacked by a pack of Grexes, which is bad. And because I failed to clear the area properly, one of my teammates ended up with a pretty nasty wound. So I've been training here in secret to make sure I never screw up like that again. Hey, you're doing okay. Wow, really? Thanks, Luke. Coming from you, that means a lot. But I'm not just beating myself up for the heck of it. I screwed up, and my friends suffered for it. I know that I've got a long way to go before I'm anywhere near Arena's League, or yours for that matter. So I don't want you treating me with kid gloves. If I ever manage to become a decent interceptor who's strong enough to protect blades like you in Arena, then you can praise me. But not until then. Completed his heart-to-heart, promises made. I need to go to the evening. Hey, listen, I just saw a Xeno that I've never seen before in the industrial district. I'm not sure that it's supposed to be here. Frontier Nav is trying to hit on Oblivion, but we can't check it out because the target area is right next to a base of hostile Xenos.
Small world, huh?
Good evening, Luke. What a surprise to see you here. I'm actually waiting to meet someone. Sorry for arriving late. Who are you waiting to meet? Are you that curious? Well, it's just Ada. We're going shopping together. She insisted that I refuse to counsel anyone on my day off, and instead focus the time on myself. She's going to take me shopping for clothes, and then maybe pick up some fertilizer for my flowers. After that, she's promised to buy me dinner. What are you having for dinner? Apparently, we'll be having steak. Ada says she received an unexpected reward for a mission she completed, and is in the mood to splurge. I feel terrible that she's wasting it on me, but I'll suck it up and enjoy it as best I'm able. After all, no one knows better than I that true joy comes from the bringing happiness to others. And I mustn't deny her that, right? That's Ada over there. I should be going. I look forward to working with you again soon. Completed Hope's Heart-to-Heart Girls' Night Out. Hell in the afternoon.
Fancy of you to meet us here.
Ah, our dear friend Luke, you have come at a most fortuitous moment. This good man-on fellow intends to buy one of our many fine creations. However, he wishes to pay us not in credits, but in pizza. We have stressed repeatedly that we rarely eat pizza, but he remains quite adamant. We are reminded of your human aphorism that a nod is as good as a drink with a blind horse. How true! It matters not how good this frozen pizza is. A barter economy is not a viable model. You could sell the pizza to other man-on. An intriguing proposition. That possibility had not occurred to us. We are reminded of the time we sold a small rock found in Noctilum to a superstitious woman for 3,000 credits. Very well, we shall sell the pizza at an elevated price to other man-on who have bought into the pizza fad. But, hold a moment. Surely this customer that overpays for the pizza would come fiercely to regret being taken advantage of and later spurn our business. We mustn't sacrifice potential long-term profits for a small short-term gain. No, instead of immediately reselling these frozen pizzas at a markup, we should find a way to use our talents to increase their value, then resell them at an appropriate price. In other words, we will accept pizzas in lieu of credits from the man-on, upgrade said stock of pizzas, and then sell them to different man-on customers. This could be the beginning of a beautiful new business model. But wait. That would be an endless loop of pizza, one that would leave us without money for the rest of our days. Dear us, whatever are we to do? Completed L's heart-to-heart business acumen. I just noticed that my ring is full, so I can spin that. Yell of late at night. Who's got the lowest rank? That's 11. 7. I take Whalen. 5 with Lao. Eh? Perverse is already in the party. Yeah, let's take Lao.
Good. Guess what?
You gonna let me rest or what?
You look as bored as I feel, Pard. I never know what to do with myself when I'm not on a job. How do you spend your days off? I never take breaks from blade work. I never leave the barracks on days off. I spend my days going off on dates. Well, my character doesn't ever take breaks, but I'm gonna go with slacking. Talk about a waste of a vacation. Hey, that's right, you're living over there with Elma and Lynn. I bet they're fun to be around, huh? Nothing wrong with spending a quiet day at home when you're with friends or family. I certainly don't regret that aimless time I spent with, well, you know who. Anyway, I got nothing but free time on my hands today. I'm so bored, I'm pissing my day away with this bunch of deadbeats. Go to bed early to prepare for tomorrow. Hey, join me at the diner. That sounds about 1,000,000 times more fun than what I'm doing right now. Unfortunately, Eleonora told me I can't drink like I used to no more. She says my reclaimer work starts to suffer when I'm hungover. Whatever. I've already had 10 drinks today, though, so I'd better not push it. 10! Holy cow! But thanks for the invite. Best thing that's happened to me all day. We'll do it some other time, yeah? Completed Yelv's heart-to-heart off duty. Yelv at night, over here. Okay? Oh, it's Luke. You here to stop the fight? You don't even know what this jerk said to me. He was mocking the Reclaimers, saying we're just a bunch of grave robbers and junk collectors, which is why I'm gonna bust his pretty little face. He was out of line. Calm down. You're telling me to take a deep breath and relax? Yeah, okay, fine. Ah, screw this! You're as big an idiot as he is. And now that my best friend's gone, you and Blade are all I got left. You think I'm gonna take it sitting down when someone texts crap about the work I do? Heck no! Gotta understand that part. Now give me one reason why I shouldn't knock out the rest of this jerk's teeth. Use a nearby skell to back him up. Eleonora. Don't bring her into this, that's low! If Eleonora ever got wind of this little incident, I'd be scrubbing toilets for the rest of my life! Fine then, fine, you win, fight's over. The jerk can buy me a meatloaf platter or something and we'll call it even. Completed his heart-to-heart peacekeeping. Alright, Yelva's over here now.
You gonna let me rest or
Oh,
what?
it's you, Luke. Don't worry, I ain't been in any fights today. Yet. Had the day off, so I figured I'd try my luck with the ladies and see what happened. How'd it go? It went terribly is how it went, but I think I got an idea that'll help. I'm gonna draw my gun, maybe fire a few rounds in the air. Chicks love that! Stop him by punching him in the face. Whoa there, easy! Keep your fists down by your sides where they belong! And don't deny that you're about to punch me. It's written all over your face. Look, people do the gun thing all the time in the movies, right? Guess I just wanted to be... Anyway, thanks for setting me straight. This is all Eleanor's fault anyway. She's the one who told me I should study up on Earth culture. Gave me a bunch of movies to watch. Unfortunately, most of them are all gangster flicks. It seemed like people walked around firing guns all the time in the old LA, yeah? Guess I just took it a little more to heart than I should have. I'm gonna complain to Eleanor right now. I'll talk to you later some other time. completed his heart-to-heart, the ladies' man. Posing in the morning. Or was that 7? Aha.
Never cease training.
Ah, Luke, what wonderful timing. I was just trying to teach these baby blades the mindset they'll need to survive in the field. But they don't seem to truly grasp what I'm saying. They may not yet have enough real-world experience. Perhaps you, the victor of countless battles... I don't think they're countless, you can see the count in the bottom left corner. But the victor of countless battles could teach them the key to your survival in a way that they might more easily understand. The first punch thrown decides the fight. Discretion is the better part of valor. So you're saying they should consider every option carefully, then make the choice that best ensures their survival? So that is the secret to your longevity. Not savagery, but resourcefulness. Not haste, but thoughtfulness. I must admit that your cool and collected approach to battle is somewhat alien to me. But no one wants to see these disciples return with their lives more than I. I hope your words ring out in their hearts as they set foot on their first battlefield. I could tell you had a gift for educating and inspiring others, and I see now how right my intuition was. What say you, Luke? Will you help me forge these lumps of soft metal into tempered steel blades? For while I'm honored to have been asked to serve as their guide, my harrier duties suffer in the meantime. I could use a second fount of wisdom to aid me. I was hesitating about this job, but would ask you to please consider my proposal. Think of the exceptional blades you could help them become. Shout out Zen Buddhist Katsu to rebuke Bose. I'll accept Bose's request with a solemn nod of the head. I am pleased to hear it. In that case, I must ask you to begin an intensive study of the sacred sutras, as my instruction is based on the Buddha's wisdom. How about no? If you believe that all the Buddha has to teach is the Noble Eightfold Path, you will be pleasantly surprised. Many of his teachings are relevant to a warrior's life on the battlefield. I shall begin preparing crates of the most essential texts and have them shipped to your room immediately. Read and memorize each before starting the next. How about now? How I look forward to lengthy discussions of the Tripitaka during your study breaks. Completed his heart-to-heart preacher man. Yeah, that's not happening. Even if they put them in the game. Oh, in the morning.
Small world, huh?
Good morning, Luke. To think I'd run into you here of all places. I've actually just completed a mission. Mission go well? Bluntly ask how much she earned. Oh, it was fine, thank you. It wasn't a very challenging task at all. I performed guard duty for someone doing early morning maintenance on the outer wall. Fortunately, we didn't encounter any incidents and the work was completed without incident. I just stood there like a scarecrow the entire time, so I didn't even accept the reward. Once I've earned enough money to cover the next month's expenses, I decline additional rewards. Previously, I would only save an amount equal to a week's expenses, but Ornella convinced me to save more in case of emergencies. I pursue missions to help others, not for material gain. And for that reason, I prefer to refuse rewards whenever possible. Laud her selflessness, accept the rewards and save up a little bit of money, honor the terms of her blade contract and take the money. I'll laud her selflessness. Thank you for saying so. Honestly, I haven't met many people who approve of my stance on this matter. While it hasn't caused me to waver in my beliefs, it's always encouraging to have someone's support. As a gardener, I've always been fond of this quote. Money is like a manure. It does no good unless you spread it around. And extra money just stinks. That's not actually part of the quote. But I think the spirit is there, at least. Money can do wonderful things to help people, but only if you let it find its way to those who need it. I'd encourage you to try doing a mission without accepting the reward. Needless to say, I'd be honored to be on your team when that happens. Completed Hope's heart-to-heart, giving it away. Unfortunately, not accepting the reward simply is not an option. Alright, what do you want? Doug in the morning. Doug is on the party, so...
Hey.
Hey, it's Luke! I was just asking the nice lady here to pull together some extra first aid kits for us. My next mission could involve run-ins with a pair of tyrants, possibly at the same time. And if we end up in a tough fight, we're likely to suffer multiple injuries. Jealous of the exciting battle that awaits him, offer to come along and help out. Praise Doug about his concern for his comrades. That's hardly something you should be praising me for. I know all of us have a moral duty to serve the whole of humanity, but I can't wrap my head around that. It's just way too much to process. What I can wrap my head around are the comrades fighting by my side, and I include you in that. So I'm going to do everything I can to aid and protect them. And hopefully, in doing so, I'll be serving humanity as a whole. But let's be honest, I'm not looking too far beyond the friends beside me and the balance in my bank account. And really, looking out for your friends is the least any of us can do. Completed Doug's heart-to-heart, caution, and conviction. Home in the afternoon. You know that huge broken ring in Atlanta? I hear Blade sent out a team to retrieve the nest of indigents nearby, but the expedition ended in failure. Expanding the effective area of the deflector shields would require optimizing our energy output by at least 8%. The only way to accomplish that is by multiplexing our energy drivers. Alright, I'll prepare a couple of design proposals. You can bring them to the mechanical team and see which they think is the most workable. Oh, hello there, Luke. Sorry about that. I was wrapped up in a conversation about technical issues with New LA's defenses, which you heard. Anyway, I didn't even notice you were there. You have many talents. She's pushing herself too hard. That? Oh, it's nothing. I did a little bit of mechanical engineering work many years ago, but it hardly qualifies as one of many talents. Honestly, outside of engineering, combat is my only noteworthy talent. I can't even cook like Lynn. So I'm determined to see what few talents I do have put to the best possible use for the people of NLA. I hope you two can avoid being constrained by the constant demands of Blade, and can put your other talents to use now and then for the good of New LA. Or lead just such a life. Serve New LA best by focusing on Blade. I'm glad you understand. If everyone used their unique talents to help everyone else out, I know we'd be able to survive our current travails. And beyond that, we'd be better positioned to build a bright future for all of us here in New LA. Then we Blades could truly say that we're building a legacy. Completed almost heart-to-heart the techie. Arena at night.
By the way.
You okay?
The more I hear about the scumbag, the more I want to punch him. Men like that need their butts kicked so they can remember their proper place. Oh, hey Luke. You spying on our girl chat? Not that I care, but I worry you might not be able to handle it. Men can be so delicate. Just flee in terror. You can handle it. Well, you've got pluck at least, so I'll fill you in. So one of our fellow Blades has been putting the moves on this girl for a while now. But then she found out he's been hitting on her friends too. He's even asked me out for drinks a few times. She thought he really liked her, but it turns out he's just after every girl with a pulse. What do you think about men like that? He sounds like my kind of guy. He sounds like a despicable sleazebag. Well, clearly she wants me to say the latter. I had a feeling you were a man of integrity. Heck, I'd actually buy you a drink. But we gotta teach these jerks that we're not as stupid as they seem to think. If they're gonna act like animals, maybe it's time we showed them how interceptors deal with unruly beasts. Man-eater. Okay. HP in the early morning.
Guess what?
Good morning to you, Luke. I'm pleased to see you awake and hard at work at this earliest of hours. Were you just passing by? As you can see, I'm performing an inspection of the integrated production plant. Clarify whether or not he's a mediator. Commend him for doing Blade HQ's job. Truly, your powers of perception place you among the Blade's elite. I have heard that since the Xenoforms arrived here in NLA, the integrated production plant has been running at full capacity, day and night. If any sort of trouble were to occur here, it would be a serious setback for Blade, the civilians of New LA, and the Xenoforms alike. It's when you're at your busiest that you're most likely to miss the earliest signs of trouble. The early signs of trouble, so I figured the plant could benefit from a third-party inspection. And that is what brings me here today. The plant's in no immediate danger. Is there anything I can do to help? I am grateful for your offer. However, your assistance is not needed at this time. I fear this inspection has been a waste of my own considerable talents. The plant is well run, and the staff's most pressing problem is an abrupt 2,000% increase in pizza requests. And by deprioritizing lower demand items, the staff has managed to increase their pizza production without significant disruptions. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must report my findings to HQ. I am pleased to see you faring well, but do not let complacency be your undoing. I hope we can work together again soon. Heart to heart, a thoughtful man. Friday late at night. What's this? What's in the early morning? Okay.
God, she is so hot.
Hiya, Luke. I was just here watching the Skells again. I've seen enough parked Skells to last a lifetime, but seeing them in motion, I never get tired of that. Doesn't it just get your heart all aflutter watching them zip around the outfitter's test hangar? Ask Alexa if she ever does anything else with her time. Is this how you spend your days off? On my days off, I go to church, then shopping, then maybe visit a friend's house for dinner. That's pretty normal, right? Okay, sure, I also stop by the hangars on my way home so I can watch the mechanics service Skells. Heh, you must think I'm some sort of deranged Skell fanatic, huh? Nod your head violently. There's nothing wrong with having a passion. I know, right? It's important to have something that keeps you motivated to do your job. And when it comes to Skells, I give 200%. Admittedly, on everything not Skell related, I typically give around 50% tops. Hee, that part was just a joke. I want to earn the right to be a professional Skell pilot, so whatever mission Blade has for me, you better believe I'll be giving at least 100%. Heart to heart, hyper railgun. Late night, okay.
Hey, give me another.
Hey there, Luke. Let me tell you, I'm having one rough day over here. I drink and I drink, but I can't get drunk. It's like I built up an immunity to scotch, which is the most terrible thing I've ever heard. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What do you like to drink, Luke? Maybe I'll try your poison and see if it works. Beer, cocktail. Okay, I'm gonna read these out. Suggest that Fry crack open a cold one. Cocktail. Suggest that Fry try a fancy cocktail with an umbrella. Suggest that Fry try a fine aged wine. Suggest a healthy belt of vodka. Suggest a high quality Japanese sake. Explain that you're still a minor so you wouldn't know. None of those are true. I'm not a minor, but I also don't drink. But I will say, my brother likes sake, so I'm gonna go with that one. Jeez, no wonder you get along with Nagi so well. You got pretty esoteric tastes. I usually don't like to drink things I can't pronounce, but if you really think I could develop a taste for it... Hey, you know what? Talking to you just gave me a great idea. If I can't find the type of booze that'll get me properly hammered, I should just make one myself. Moonshine! White lightning! That's the ticket, alright! There's all sorts of weird fruits and grains and crap here on Mira that we didn't have back on Earth, right? Next time I'm off on an interceptor mission, I'll just gather up a bunch and see if I can ferment them into an entirely new type of drink. Just don't poison yourself, okay? Man, I never thought I'd turn into one of those bathtub distiller types, but I guess sobriety's the mother of invention. Thanks for talking me through that. I owe you one. Still, I guess I better try the scotch one more time just to make sure it still ain't working. Then I'll start drawing up plans for the distillery. See you next time duty calls, alright? Prize Heart to Heart Midnight Inspiration. Win at night. Oh, hey, look, she finally showed up.
What's up?
Oh, hey, Luke. You here to test some sort of new weapon? I was actually just wondering if I could upgrade the flight module's intake and exhaust systems a bit. I had a chance to talk it over with a mechanic from one of the arms manufacturers, you know? And man, the people working behind the scenes to develop state-of-the-art weapons sure do have a lot of interesting things to say. You wouldn't believe how rapidly technology is advancing here in New LA while we're out on deployment. Would you prefer to be a full-time mechanic? Wouldn't it be better for her to focus on blade missions? Well, I guess I do get a teensy bit jealous of people who get to work with new technologies like that. But our work as blades is equally important for weapons development, right? Like, remember when we saw that Orifice flying through the sky during a mission? I saw the way it stayed aloft while gliding, and that gave me the idea for a new tail assembly. The whole thing kind of blew me away. It made me glad I joined Blade, that's for sure. But I know you asked because you worry about me, and I appreciate it, Luke. I wouldn't be able to continue inventing things the way I do if I didn't have you and Elmo watching out for me all the time. You forgot about Doug. All due to your hard work. Aw, Luke, you're so sweet. You've always been like a father to me, you know? I'm gonna keep working my butt off to invent cool stuff that'll help all of us, okay? And yeah, I know that booster engine I was testing kinda exploded, but I'm not about to give up. In fact, I'd be honored if you joined me as my co-test pilot. What do you say? Nod and smile through fear-clenched teeth. Refuse in no uncertain terms. Really? That's great! There are so many things I want to work on, and Doug can't possibly handle them all. Now that I've got you to help me test, I can double down on making all those prototypes I've been itching to make. Thank you so much. Heart-to-heart flight time. Need a dog. Right at night.
Hey!
Hey there, Luke. Be rare for us to meet on the job like this, eh? We were just talking weapon maintenance. As an interceptor, you never want to go up against an indigene with your weapon and armor in anything less than flawless condition. Praise Fry for not charging in half-cocked. Ask Fry why he doesn't just use his fists. Hey, even I couldn't punch a mill sword to death. A Senecula, though? Or anything weaker than that? Yeah, I could take him barehanded. Hey, let me bend your ear for a bit, alright? I was just a lad. My dad saw me treating my hunting rifle real rough and told me something. He said, no matter how powerful your weapon, if you let it break down, it's only an anchor. For that, I made it a point to take real good care of all my gear. I even talked to mechanics like this one to make sure everything's in perfect condition. So then, what's your weapon look like these days? I'm as bad as young Fry. I fastidiously maintain it myself. Let's go with rough. Well, we were all young once. But looking at it from here, it doesn't seem like it's in such bad shape. Maybe Elmer or Lynn maintained it for you while you were sleeping. You ought to thank them for that. Thank them for that. Might have saved your life. Well, I've still got a little touch-up work to do on this baby at home. Catch you later. Completed his heart-to-heart, the ostrich's obsession. When you come back next time, I have more heart-to-hearts to grab. And then we're going to be, well, we're nearly out of side missions that I can actually do. So, I might actually get to, get around to some actual story, doing Chapter 6. Maybe. At any rate, that's going to be all for today, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.